Before we get into this explosive, nerve-tightening confrontation, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications, and smash the like button, because what happened on live TV shocked an entire nation, and you won't want to miss any future breakdowns as this story unfolds. Now, let's get into it. In a broadcast that was supposed to be a calm, structured national security briefing, the atmosphere shifted in seconds. Cameras were rolling, reporters were seated, and millions of viewers were streaming in, expecting routine statements, nothing more. But then, General Mkhwanazi stepped forward. Not with his usual calm, composed posture. Not with the diplomatic tone he's known for. No. This time, he walked onto that platform like a man who had decided enough was enough. And standing only a few steps away was President Cyril Ramaphosa. Clearly unaware of the storm that was about to break loose live in front of an entire country. Mkhwanazi didn't waste time. He didn't warm up the crowd. He didn't even wait for the moderator. With a voice that echoed through the studio, he asked, "Mr. President, why have certain prison contacts been kept hidden from the oversight team?" Immediately, everything changed. The journalists stopped typing. Cameras zoomed in. Production assistants froze behind the scenes. This wasn't a question. This was a challenge, in real time. Within seconds, Twitter caught fire. Live stream chats exploded. WhatsApp groups lit up with messages like, "Wait, did he really just say that? Is this scripted or is this for real?" Somebody cut the broadcast. But the broadcast did not get cut. Not yet. Ramaphosa looked up, trying to hold composure. His expression shifted, just slightly, but enough for the cameras to catch it. General Mkhwanazi pressed on. He didn't stop at one question. He didn't step back. He leaned in and delivered a follow-up that sent shockwaves across the airwaves. There are prison communications that have not been disclosed. Communications involving individuals who should have no contact with any political structure. Why were these not released to the Security Council? The silence that followed felt like an eternity. People watching at home felt their hearts racing. Comment sections turned into a war zone. Some viewers leaned so close to their screens, they could almost feel the heat in the studio. You could sense the power struggle. You could feel the fear, the uncertainty, the clash of authority. This wasn't just a political moment. It was a national event. And Ramaphosa finally responded. With a measured tone, he responded, "General, this platform is not the place for this discussion." But before he could finish, Mkhwanazi interrupted. Yes, interrupted the president live on television. "Sir, with respect, the country is watching, and they deserve transparency." The crowd gasped. The studio lights seemed to intensify. Production staff whispered urgently off-screen. This was no longer a press briefing. This was an unmasking, or the beginning of one. At this point, you would expect the live stream to mysteriously buffer or suddenly end. But no. Producers let it run. They understood the magnitude of what was happening. Maybe they couldn't stop it. Maybe they didn't dare. Either way, millions of South Africans watched as a top-ranking security figure confronted the president with a level of boldness rarely seen in public government spaces. Within minutes. Hashtags trended nationally and globally. Analysts scheduled emergency live streams. Opposition parties posted reactions. Commentators began dissecting every facial expression, every pause, every micro-gesture. This confrontation instantly became one of the most dramatic TV moments in recent South African political history, at least in the public imagination. And the nation quickly realized. This story wasn't ending today. It was only beginning. Whether viewers saw it as bravery, recklessness, or a necessary push for transparency, one thing was undeniable. General Mkhwanazi's confrontation exposed deep national anxieties. It tapped into public frustration. It raised uncomfortable questions about oversight, accountability, and hidden chains of communication. And millions of citizens now want to know: what exactly are these hidden prison contacts? Why were they withheld? Who benefits from their secrecy? And most importantly, what happens next? If you want to stay ahead of every twist, every leak, every televised confrontation, then make sure you subscribe right now. Turn on all notifications, drop a comment, and hit the like button so this video reaches more people who need to follow this explosive developing story. Because trust me, what's coming next will be even bigger, even more uncomfortable, and even more impossible to ignore. Stay tuned. Stay alert. And as always, keep watching till the very end.